Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Goldn Futures Channel, acquiring, advancing, and developing high-potential Canadian precious metal properties. Joining us, we always have Stephen, the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome back, sir.
Well, great to be back. We're getting into a very interesting point of time for resource companies, junior resource companies, and it's great to have the opportunity to talk to you.
And I would agree, man. We got lots to talk about here. You guys recently released your interim, and we're going to get a lot of insight into about where you guys sit today, where you're going. First and foremost, you're sitting on total assets of about 5.9 million with virtually no debt, not including the 3 million bought deal that you did this last quarter, but you were also sitting on 643,000 in cash. Do you want to kind of give us some insight into the balance sheet, where we're sitting today, just kind of the robustness and anything that you think is relevant?
Well, it's certainly, I mean, our total current assets, of course, are over $1 million. I think that's pretty good for a little company like ourselves. Cash, of course, is king. With, at year end having, over $600,000 in cash, we had certainly we had more cash coming in too, by the way, with the HST returns, and that sort of rounds us up quite nicely. On the liability side, we've got what we call about $400,000 in accrued liabilities, but most of that is associated with the deposits that we made with Goldspot for the programs for geophysics, airborne geophysics, that were completed in, I believe, October on the Hercules. And then this spring, we're looking at having our hand camp property flown next. So it looks like a liability, but in reality, we'll just be consuming that as we go forward and getting more valuable data for our shareholders. The hand camp has had various little programs done on it over the years, and it's not a little property. It's over 8,000 hectares. So to get one concise airborne survey for both the MAG, EM, and LIDAR is going to be invaluable to us going forward. It'll certainly give us places that we can start with high priority. The other sort of things that are interesting here is that we did right after Christmas complete another 6 drill holes on our property at the Hercules. Excellent results, running up to well over an ounce per ton intersections. So we're using the cash wisely. The thing that we can point out on the financials too is you look at where we're spending our money, and a lot of it was slated under the exploration, corporate development, and so forth, value-added expenditures for the company. And as you can, if you look in the background, you'll see that I'm in my home office, and everybody is basically adopted this, working independently, and our costs are incredibly low. You think about some of the people in downtown Vancouver, they've got their two and 3 room offices for maybe $70,000 or $80,000 a year. Well, that $70,000 or $80,000 that we're not spending is equivalent to another drill hole. And that's you can see that in our financials. It's quite valuable that way.
So moving forward here, just from a guidance standpoint, what kind of catalyst can we expect coming up in this quarter from drill results, or just anything else that you think is relevant on that end of it?
Yep. Well, I'd already mentioned the Goldspot geophysical surveys, which are, you can look at those. Particularly, we're having the advanced interpretations done on the Hercules results right now, and we should be able to have a report out and news on the sort of target areas that we have on the property. The preliminary results, I think we may have discussed, do indicate several areas of high potential outside of the drilled area on the property. Again, 10,000 hectares. Only 400 of them have really been explored. So we've got a great upside blue sky summer coming up. Once the snow's gone in the north, we'll have crews detailed sampling and mapping for structural controls, and I anticipate the infills should give us some pretty outstanding and spectacular results. So look, sort of buckle up on your seats, gang, because I think we've got we've got to have a lot of fun this summer.
Well, I appreciate that. And just to finalize up here, I mean, you're also going to be attending the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference. Can you tell us what's going on with that and just what you guys are going to be doing there?
Well, now that COVID is giving us a little bit of a break here, and the majority of our populations have got their jabs, it's time to get back and make ourselves available to our investors and shareholders at conferences. And this one normally would be held in January, but it was put off until next week. Just like Prospectors and Developers Association conference is going to be in Toronto in June instead of March. So we're at booth 702, which is right at the front doors, which I'm very pleased with. I'll be there each day, all day, to answer any questions that anybody may have, or talk about the projects, the potential, all my favorite topics.
Well, on that note, I look forward to seeing kind of what evolves from that, and just generally seeing some of this story continue to evolve with these drill results, and seeing you guys continue moving forward. But I want to pass the question off to the viewers at this point. We'd love to know what you guys think about all of this in that comment section below. Consider subscribing, because as those news results come down the wire, we'll of course update you here. But stay cool, stay awesome, and as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.